Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Anderson. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run the jet sweep trying to get to the edge. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He's going to hand this off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They'll run it here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So Throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Back to throw. It's Anderson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown for the U. You come out into playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The runner takes off to his right.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
3:25. Slide 22.
Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Handoff to the single back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. In the red area, it's Johnson. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Dropping back, it's Anderson. Snags the quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The shotgun handoff here. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Receiver in motion now. Testing the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. That's caught. It's Johnson. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's a bullet over the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, it has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's an option look. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field.
Get set, get set.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
6-9-1, Gators score. Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
And now the running back's got it again. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Boy, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Ball handed off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Anderson, who makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Defensive backs up to the line, showing press. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Hurricanes moving quickly down the field here. Handoff to the right side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Razor. Razor. Under.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw yet again. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Anderson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled, but 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
We are all even, less than a minute to go. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back.
Wow, a great play on the interception, but that's going to be wiped out on a roughing the passer penalty.
And it's a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, it's Washington. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Anderson. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Look out, he's got some space. So that takeaway will end regulation play, but we've got more football coming up. So here comes our first play of overtime. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, LSU. They strike first in overtime.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Interesting decision here as they set up for a 2-point try. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he gets in there to convert the 2-point try. Very aggressive play call. Gives them an 8-point lead in OT. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll set up for a 2-point try to try to force another overtime. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. No, he stopped short. He didn't get in. An enormous defensive play to win this game in overtime. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.